People doing it all the time, including myself. I remember 3 years ago when I just started to heal, I told and encouraged my friend to read spiritual books, joining spiritual retreats, etc. At that time, I felt really good doing it. I didn't realize that I was feeding my ego. I felt more superior than my friend because I'm on a spiritual journey. I was giving her many advices on changing her life. I told her that this is the list of my spiritual practices, etc., and the reason why she should do the same thing like me. When we are giving too much advice to others, it is because we haven't really loved ourselves and we need others to validate us so that we can feel good about ourselves. We want people to be on the same boat like us. We feel good when others praise us and we feel bad when others have a different opinion. And we like to justify and defend ourselves with scientific proofs. This happens unconsciously. We think we are helping others by giving advice. It's like a default pattern in human, but actually, nobody likes to be given advice when we are not asking for it. By giving advice prematurely, we are not honoring the person in front of us. We simply aren't present. We are in our head and not in our heart. Nobody likes it, and yet nobody is saying the truth. We give advice because we can't accept what it is in the now. We want to change it, fix it, so it can be better. But life doesn't roll like that. When we are really present in the now, we will honor whatever the person brings to the table, whether it is comfortable or not. If we can't deal with it right now, tell the truth and ask for another time when we have the space. Giving too much unsolicited advice also means that we are not honoring the free will of another. There is a big difference between sharing and specifically told people what to do. We can share some information but leave the decision to the other by not giving or persuade them to follow our preference. This is how we honor others' boundaries. We give advice because we feel superior than others unconsciously. We feel like we are already healed or we are more successful than others or for whatever reason. The best thing we can do is to sit together with them and be there fully, physically and emotionally. Allow them to be themselves by knowing that every human is an extension of God. There is nothing to be fixed or controlled. Everything happens as it is. The only one advice that we should give is the one that arises from nothingness, the advice that comes from the deepest part of our soul, the advice that is egoless, the advice that doesn't have urge or force, the advice that will feel soft, subtle, and gentle. Therefore, it is no longer an advice but a deep inner knowing. That is the reflection of love. It's all about energy. We can immediately feel where the advice comes from ego or from love. See, every person already has the answer within them, but sometimes we are lost. A good friend will help you to seek the key inside of you instead of giving advice from their perspective. The best advice is always the advice that arises from the deep of our soul. Others can help us by holding space while we are navigating our own homework of life. Before jumping in giving advice, pause and ask them, may I offer you some advice, or you just want to be heard and seen? Or, how can I help you or make you feel better now? We love others by understanding them. To understand them, we must allow them to express themselves authentically. We can only see others as deep as we see ourselves. When we want to be right, we forget to be kind.